Good morning, my lovely people. I'm gonna make a video that is going to start a new thing for me. And it's actually a little video podcast. And so I'm gonna be talking about many different topics that I, over the years, have actually done a lot of research in. But that leads me to today's topic of conversation, which is something that I feel like I could talk about for hours about. I'm not going to do that though, but I feel like I definitely could. Specifically though, because there's a lot I could go into about like healthy relationships, toxic relationships, but I'm actually going to dive into breakups. I just wanted to talk kind of about the best way to go about a breakup, and really just, for me, the best way that I have found to heal from relationships, whether it was toxic, whether it was healthy, anything. And so I guess the first topic that I want to talk about is this theory that I have followed for the longest time, and I have seen that it actually works. And that theory is the let them theory. And first let me start with explaining what the let them theory is. So the let them theory is kind of like you are letting them choose their own path of the breakup. By that I mean you have to, in a sense, let them go, but if that is it, okay, I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. You have to be able to let them do what they want to do for your sake. So let's say your ex doesn't text you, doesn't ask to hang out, doesn't care about seeing if you're okay. You let them. You let them walk away out of your life. You let them not text you. You let them not care. Because to me, silence has been the best answer. Because if you're always there for their beck and call, if you're always texting them and you're always asking them to hang out, to them that's like, oh, they're so into me, they still love me. And it could be like an emotional overload for them, and they could be like, this, they're being too much for me. And it's kind of like the whole hard to get chasing scenario. Like you're, especially if that person broke up with you and you're still yearning for them and trying to get communication back from them and they're not giving to you, that is one of the most draining things to you that you can do. So by doing the let them theory, you have to essentially just let them go. Let them do them, and I guarantee you about 99% of the time, once you stop texting them and stop asking them to hang out, their brain is going to be like, it's going to flip a switch, and they're going to be like, whoa, where did they go? Did they stop caring about me? And then you're going to be all up in their head, and they're going to be so confused, right? But it's not even just that. It's more so for yourself. Because if you're giving so much energy into something that you're not getting the same energy back, that is so incredibly damaging to you. So incredibly damaging. Because let me paint a picture for you. So let's say you're in a desert, okay? And obviously in a desert there is no water. No water. But you are in this desert and you are searching for this water. You are trying to get this water. But you deep down know that there is no water there because it's a desert. And you are in a drought, right? And the energy that you give trying to find this water is just going to make you more and more drained. You're just going to get so tired. Your body's going to be so confused. And it hurts. It hurts. I know. Trust me, I know. So I think the moral of the story with this is you just need to be giving the same energy that you're getting back, solely so you do not drain the life out of you. And by doing the let them theory, you are giving the same energy essentially that they are giving you. You are letting them choose their own path with the breakup. If they decide to not talk to you, like I said, not hang out with you, do not ask them to hang out. Do not text them. You need to give them the silence, because eventually, I promise you, eventually, they will come back confused. Because if you're not giving them the same energy, they're not gonna feel your presence anymore. And that's gonna make them realize, like, oh my God, maybe so-and-so is moving on, and it's gonna play with their head, it's gonna mess with their head. But if you are giving them so much energy that they're not giving back, they're gonna be like overwhelmed essentially, and they're gonna just think that you are being way too much with them, and that you still care, right? And they're gonna play with your feelings, because they're gonna be like, oh, I know so-and-so is always gonna be there, so when I need it, I'll go to them. Essentially, you are just giving yourself to them. You are being accessible to them. And whenever they want you, they can clearly have you. But then that's gonna make you think like, oh, we can still be something, we can still talk. But no, they only want you when they want you. Okay, I know that sounds like, what the fuck is she saying? But I swear to you, they will only come to you when it is necessary to them. And that is so incredibly tiring, so incredibly draining to you. So let them go, have silence, because silence is the best answer, because they are gonna feel your presence gone, and it is gonna mess with their head. Especially if they are the one that broke up with you, especially, right? They have to be the ones to ask to hang out, to talk, to anything like that. They have to be the ones giving the energy, because they ended it with you, right? Do not forget that. They ended it with you, right? Okay, so that's kind of a little brush up on that topic. I could talk for hours about that. I mean, it's just, it works. And I guess another topic that I want to talk about is, if you are confused, so you guys just broke up, okay, and maybe you went no contact for a little bit, and now you guys are talking again. And if you this could work for anything, whether it's a breakup or not, whether you're trying to get into a relationship with someone, whether you're talking to someone, whether it's your situationship, right? It is so simple. If you simply are confused with how they feel about you, they don't like you. I'm sorry. I know that's hard to accept, but if you are confused, they do not like you. Now let me explain that. If someone genuinely actually cares for you and genuinely actually has feelings for you, it's gonna show. It's gonna show. Whether it's with their words, preferably it's with their actions. You should never ever feel confused with how someone feels about you, because it should be so incredibly clear that they are into you. You could possibly even be in a relationship with someone and you're confused, and you get this gut feeling. Mind you, always trust your gut. I don't know how much I can express that to you. Always go with your gut. No matter what scenario you're in, always go with your gut. Anyways, you should just never ever feel confused, because if they're not expressing to you enough, you know what I mean. If they're not showing how they feel about you towards you, it's this simple. They just don't like you. I know, it sucks, and you deserve so much better than that. You simply deserve someone that will secondhandly show you with their words and their actions that they are so into you, and they will do anything for you, right? And it's kind of like this, like, even if you're in like going through a breakup and it's with your ex, if you are trying to get back together with them and they are simply confusing you, like, oh, I don't know if they want to get back together with me. Maybe it's by things that they say. Maybe they don't say to you, like, I still love you, you know, I want to work this out, I want to try it with you. Or whether it's with their actions, maybe they're not hanging out with you enough, maybe they're not doing things for you, etc., etc. If they're simply not doing those things, I guarantee you it is genuinely because they do not like you and do not care about you. As bad as it sounds, you need to put that in your head because it is so, so true. And this kind of goes into another topic I wanted to cover, where it's almost an excuse. So let me put it into an example. So you and your ex just broke up. Your ex broke up with you, okay? And they use the excuse, oh, it's my mental health. Oh, I'm going through a lot. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm too depressed. You know what I mean? Anything like that. To me, that is an excuse, okay? Because A, it makes you confused because you're like, did I do something wrong? Like, is it me? Whether they say it's you or not, you're still gonna believe, like, oh, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I can't be loved. You know what I mean? And so that's the whole being confused. But to me, that is a fucking excuse. That is an excuse. Because, let me explain why. If someone genuinely cared about you, or still cares for you, still loves you, if they genuinely did, they would show up. They would show up. They would be there no matter what. And this is coming from someone who has been in a relationship before where I feel like I couldn't give it my all because of certain things going on in my life. I felt as though I couldn't give my all to that person. But to me, that wasn't a reason to end it with them. Do you know what I mean? I got myself up out of bed every single morning and was like, this person, I care about them, I love them, I'm going to be the best person I can with them, right? Excuse me. And it's kind of like, you know that they're always going to be there for you, so it's like you want them in your life. If you're going through a lot, you're like, I care about this person, I want them to be there for me, I want them to help me through this, whatever you're going through, because you love them, right? And so it's kind of like if they end it with you because they are going through too much, I'm sorry, but it genuinely means that they just don't like you. Like, you can say what you want on me for that, but I stand on that. Like, it's just like, if someone genuinely cares so much about you, they will not hurt you. They will not hurt you. And they know that breaking up with you is gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you. They knew that. They knew that in their heads. They were like, oh my God, I'm gonna hurt this person so bad if I do this. Now tell me, do you hurt someone that you genuinely care about? No. No. You find any other possible way to not hurt them. Whether that is staying with them and working through the issues together as a team, because that is what a relationship is. It is a team. You guys do things together. So, I don't know. It just baffles me when I hear that, like, whole thing with the whole, I'm breaking up with you because of my mental health. Like, it's a fucking excuse. It's an excuse. And you can say what you want on that to me. I don't give a fuck, personally, but just, it's bullshit. It's genuinely bullshit. Because, like I said, if they care about you, they will show up. They will show up and they will not make you confused. They will not play with your emotions. You will know exactly how they feel, if that makes sense. I don't know. Y'all can say what you want on that, but from personal experience and from what I've heard from other people, it's just facts. It's just facts. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, this is to my women, my ladies. Well, it could also be to men, but I don't know personally because I am not a man, so I don't know how it goes for them. But do not ever, 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 ever in your life, I'm coming from experience, I have done this, okay? Don't shit on me, I have done this before, so I know. Do not ever in your life let a man tell you twice that he does not want you. Never, never, ever, 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 ever. If he tells you that he doesn't want you, done, done, you're done. You do not beg. You do not sit on your knees crying, asking him to come back. You do not. Because he knew that breaking up with you was going to hurt you, and he still did it. He still did it. And even if he respected you after the breakup or disrespected you, I do not give a fuck. Do not let him tell you multiple times that he does not want you. The first time should be enough, because you need to have that self-respect. You need to have so much respect for yourself that you're like, if they do not want me, I'm going to let them. The let them theory. You are going to let them not want you, because you need to realize what they have lost. You need to essentially, they need to feel your absence in a way that they're like, fuck, what did I just do? Like, your absence needs to have a big, big part in their life, because they need to realize that they're a fucking asshole. If you're over here on your fucking knees calling them saying, please, please take me back, please, I miss you so much, I love you, no, stop. Put the fucking phone down, go get food or something. Do not text, do not call, do not show up to their house. None of that. None of that. No, nothing in any sort of that. Because they are not gonna feel your fucking absence if you're showing up to their door or in their fucking phone call receipts every single fucking day. You're not showing them your absence. You're showing them that you're still there and that you're still always gonna be there for their fucking beck and call. And especially with men, that, it disgusts me, but that gives them so much, like, I don't want to say testosterone, because I don't think that's the word, but it gives them so much, like, confidence in themselves, and they're like, oh my god, she's still so into me, like, I didn't do anything wrong, right? They're not going to think that they fucked up if you're still allowing them to play with your feelings, and you're still being okay with them. You're not mad at them, you're not upset with them, and you're showing them that. They're gonna feel like they didn't do anything wrong to you, which is incredibly upsetting. They need to know that they fucked up, they hurt you, they're a fucking asshole. They need to know that. You need to not text them. I know, trust me, I know, babies, I know how hard it is to not reach out. And whether you block them, whether you, I don't know, anything, do not text them, especially right after the breakup. Because after a breakup, your mind, it almost plays like a fucking Instagram reel of like all of like the good memories, right? But that is how your brain works. Your mind, because it is so hurt inside, it wants to kind of project all of the good things that you guys had together so that you're not so sad. And it kind of like puts a shadow on all of the bad things that they did in the relationship. All you see is all of the happy memories, and you're like, oh my god, I want that back. I want that person back. They were so good to me. I love them so much. No. Your brain is in such a rough spot right now where you don't really know what's real in your head, and you can't act upon that because it's not true. It's not true. You need to let yourself heal first, and that's why I stand on the no contact for a long time, until you feel that you could genuinely live without this person. Because you can't be so dependent on someone in your life, because you never know, anytime they could just leave like that, just like that. And it could be so good, the relationship could be so good, and then out of the blue they just snap and they're fucking gone. So you need to, this also like kind of ties into another topic I want to talk about. You need to be so like comfortable with being with yourself, being alone, and not having them before you go back to them, whether you will or whether you won't, right? If it was a really, really fucking toxic relationship, do not go back, and that's another topic I'll touch on. But if the relationship ended healthy, if it was a healthy breakup, you still should not always be there for their beck and call. You need to let yourself be a better you, and you need to be okay with being with yourself. You can't be so dependent on that person, because they've already left once. They could straight up do it fucking again. They could do it again. So you never know. You never know. And so you need to be so comfortable with being with yourself, and you need to better yourself. You need to better your mentality. You need to, you know, go to the gym, hang out with your friends, go out, have fun, live your fucking life without them. Without them. And you do not text, you do not call, you do not, none of that. And if they decide one day that they want to come back into your life, do not take them back immediately. Do not. That is a conversation that you need to have with them. You need to express with them that they hurt you and you don't trust them anymore. You don't know if they're gonna leave again. You don't know because you never know if they're gonna just leave like that. And so it's very, very, very hard, especially if you've completely lost trust in this person. But if you have this sense of like, okay, they've broken up with me once before and I was alone, but I was okay. I got over it. I was able to be with myself. I did things by myself. I was fine. If you have that mentality already and they want you back, it is so good, because you are prepared. You are preparing yourself for if they leave again. You know in your head, yes, it's gonna fucking hurt, it's gonna kill, but you know you're gonna be fine because you did it before. But if you get broken up with by someone and you feel like you can't be alone, you can't live without them, and then they ask for you back and you take them back, it's just gonna be a fucking cycle. You're just gonna keep getting hurt and hurt and hurt, and it's like it's triggering. It's hard because you never, like I said, you never fucking know. They could leave the next week, and it could be so painful to you because you're like, I can't do this. I can't live without them, but they keep hurting me. Do you know what I mean? So you just, after a breakup, you just need to, and everyone says this, and at first I thought it was fucking bullshit, but I swear to you, it's not bullshit. You need to be so okay to be with yourself and to hang with you. I mean, I live alone. I have my own apartment, I live alone, and I'm content with that. If this was me like a year ago and I was alone, I would have been like, fuck, I can't fucking do this. But I have taught myself how to live alone, how to take care of myself, treat myself well, take myself out whenever I want to. Like, that is so good for yourself, because you're preparing yourself for if you ever get let down again, if they ever leave you alone, you're preparing yourself. You're like, okay, I can do this. I can do it again. I was fine the first time. Yeah, it fucking sucks, but I know I can do it. So, because they destroyed a part of your brain that you can't really necessarily see immediately because of that like Instagram highlight reel that your brain plays, all the good memories, and it kind of, especially if that relationship was toxic, your brain is like overwhelmed with this sense of like hurt, and you're like, you're the only thing that your brain will do is just kind of like take all of those, how do I explain this without explaining it in a psychology way? Your brain has these defense mechanisms with your ego, okay? And there's many different defense mechanisms, but one of them in particular is where your brain, in a way, it takes out everything bad and replaces it with everything good, right? And that is so damaging, because you're just gonna think of them as this high person, this amazing person, they treated you so well, when in reality, they treated you like fucking shit and you deserve better, right? And that is why also you need to surround yourself by friends that you trust, because they're gonna tell you, they're gonna remind you every day, anytime that you're feeling like, oh, I wanna go back to them, I miss them so much, they're gonna fucking hit you in the face and remind you every little single fucking toxic thing that they did that you cannot let them do again. So surround yourself by people that you trust, people that you love, and people that you know will be there when you fucking need them. So that's kind of finishes that whole situation. Oh yes, okay. Oh, this one I need to tell myself like every single fucking day. So I'm gonna say it and then I'm gonna explain it if it's confusing. Essentially, you don't owe someone anything if they did something to you that you would never fucking do. You would never fucking treat them like that. You would never do that to them. You do not owe them anything, because the disrespect already is insane. The disrespect that they showed you already is insane, and you do not fucking owe them anything. You don't owe them a text. You don't owe them a conversation. You do not owe them anything. You can, okay? It's maybe not the healthiest way, but you do not owe it to them. If you're feeling in your head, if this person broke up with you and you're feeling in your head, oh my God, I feel like I need to be there for them, I feel like I need to hang out with them. No, you do not. No, you fucking do not. Because the disrespect that they showed you is fucking sane. Insane, right? And so it's kind of just like, you as a person need to remind yourself of that disrespect and know in your head that you deserve so much better than that, and you did not deserve that disrespect. Simply them just breaking up with you. Whether it was toxic or not, that's still so disrespectful. So you do not owe them anything. You don't owe them, like, you don't have to go and check in if they're okay. Like, no, they fucking did it to you. Why the fuck are you seeing if they're okay? Why aren't they asking if you're okay? They're the ones that broke up with you. Like, you don't owe them any lack of anything. Simply just go live your own fucking life. And if you're also, another thing with this, if they broke up with you and you're like, oh my God, I feel like, and you say you guys like see each other a lot and you're like, oh my God, I'm talking to this new guy and I'm like, I don't want so-and-so to see me with him. Like, it's, no. Shut the fuck up. No. They're the ones that broke up with you. They knew that if they broke up with you, you were available, right? Make yourself available. You don't owe it to them to be like reserving yourself, waiting for them. You don't owe that to them. You can go do whatever the fuck you want. You can talk to whoever you want. You can do whatever you want, because they're not yours anymore and you're not theirs, right? So you can do whatever the fuck you want. Whether you know it's gonna hurt them, who fucking cares? Because they hurt you first. They hurt you first. They broke you first, right? So it does not fucking matter what the fuck you do. And they, first of all, shouldn't even come up to you and be like, why are you talking to this person? Like, what the fuck? Like, shut the fuck up. Really? Shut the fuck up. Because you're the one that broke up with me, so it's just like, bro. So just know that you do not owe them anything. You don't owe them any kind of respect. You don't owe them any kind of emotional attachment, whatever the fuck. No. No. Because they disrespected you, and that's already fucking crazy. With that being said, you need to become your own priority, and you need to cut the cord. You need to do things for yourself that make you happy, whether that's, I don't know, fucking working out every day, going for walks, Like, no, they can't be your number one priority anymore because they've made it very clear that you're not theirs. So you need to become your own priority. You need to treat yourself with that respect that you wanted from them. And by that, I mean, you buy yourself some new pair of shoes, you buy yourself flowers, you take yourself out to dinner, you take yourself out on your own little single dates. Like, everything that they did not do for you that you wanted, you can do it for yourself. Like, I just bought myself fucking flowers the other day, because when was the last time I've ever been bought flowers? Like, fucking months ago, right? So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go buy myself fucking flowers. It makes you feel so happy inside, and I know it sounds so fucking stupid, but it does. And like, I take myself out for walks every day. Sometimes I even treat myself to lunch, treat myself to a Starbucks. Like, just prioritize yourself. Do what makes you feel comfortable, and that is also the best way to heal. The best way to heal, because it's gonna go back to the whole conversation I had with the you need to be better for yourself, you need to all that shit. Like, you do, because you're gonna feel like you can be alone and you can live by yourself and be with yourself, and you don't fucking need a man. Well, first of all, you don't need a man, period, but you need to mentally feel like you do not need a man. But anyways, let's move on to another topic I wanted to cover. And this topic, I swear to God, this topic makes me so fucking pissed off, but I'm going to try and keep my cool. So, I'm already getting mad. Someone is going to change for you if they truly fucking want to. If someone is not changing, it's simply because they don't fucking want to. Like, if someone really truly cares for you and they're doing something that hurts you, and you told them, you're like, hey, so-and-so, like, what you did really hurt me and I don't want you to do it again, you know, conversations like that, and they're like, oh yeah, like, I won't do that again, like, I promise I'll change, and it goes months and they don't even show effort in changing, and it goes months without them changing, that is simply just because they do not fucking care. They don't. Because as someone who does truly care for you, they will do anything in the fucking world to make sure that they're the best for you, right? So if you told them and you expressed it, obviously if you didn't tell them that they need to change, they're not gonna know. So you do need to have that awkward conversation. Trust me, I know I fucking hate it. I hate confrontation. But if you expressed it to them that what they're doing in this situation is hurting you and they don't change, leave. Leave, because they're never gonna. They're never gonna. No matter how many times you express it to them and you don't see any effort or any change, leave. Get out. Get the fuck out, because you can't allow someone to keep treating you that way without any sense of change. Because they're never fucking gonna. They're never. No matter how much they say, oh, I promise I'll change, I'll be better, shut the fuck up. No, you're not. I promise you. From experience, like, you think that they've changed because they'll be like, oh, take me back, I changed, I'm a better man, and then you take them back, and then the first fucking time that they do it again, because they will, they don't change, they will do it again. Get the fuck out. You made your mistake once, do not do it again. Get the fuck out and never speak to them again. Simple as. Because if they really wanted to change, if they really knew that it was hurting you, they were gonna change. They will. And if they don't fucking care. It's simple as. And they never will change. They never will. No matter how much they say it, they will never fucking change. So, drop that motherfucker. And run. Drop it and run and never go back. Never look back. I promise you it's not good for your soul. But it irks my soul because I've been in situations where men have told me that they've changed and I get tricked and I believe that fucking bullshit that they change and then they never do. So anyways, let's move on, shall we? I want to talk about something that I believe is completely true. It could be religious, whether it's, I don't know, whatever. Or it could not be. It could not be. I don't know. But to me, I feel as though, well, everything happens for a reason. Okay? Believe in that. Everything that happens in your life is for a fucking reason. Okay? But to go more into relationships with that is people are removed from your life for a reason. For a reason. It's just something that I believe in. I just feel like people, it's almost like a sign where it's like, this person was not right for you. And it's like, maybe you don't see it because you're so in love with this person. You're love blind, right? And I feel as though that person is removed from your life because they are hurting you and you cannot see it. And that's helped me so much heal when I have that mentality, because obviously people who have left in my life, whether it's friends or whether it's an ex or anything, I feel so much more at ease telling myself, maybe this person wasn't right. Maybe this person wasn't right. And if they do come back in your life, I also feel like that's for a reason. 100%. Because maybe you're like, it's not right. This isn't the right time for us right now, but maybe in the future it is. That's not an excuse though to be talking to them every fucking day and hanging out with them. Because then it's not you giving it to the universe to handle. It's more so you're trying to get them back. Like, no, you need to let them go. And if it's meant to be, it's meant to fucking be. And it will. Okay? But if it's not meant to be. And you just need to have that mentality, because it makes you feel so calm and so at ease, knowing that what is meant for you will genuinely find you. Whether it's a new person or the same old person, right? So you just need, I feel like a lot of people need to have this mentality where it's like, they're removed for a reason, and if they're brought back into your life, it's also for a reason. But do not yearn for them. Do not do that. Leave it up to the fucking universe. Leave it up to the universe, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, that means the person's not meant for you. Simple as. Okay, so there's two more topics I want to talk about. This one is kind of like two topics in itself. This kind of goes, by that I mean this one kind of goes with the topic I just mentioned. I want you all to have this mentality that there is someone else out there for you. There is. And people will tell you, like, out of this, 7-8 billion people in this universe, there's only one for you. I'm sorry, that's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. Like, no. There is going to be someone else out there for you that will treat you so much better than what the other person did. I guarantee you. I know how hard that might seem right now, especially if this breakup is fresh, but there is someone else out there for you. And you need to believe in that. You need to trust in that. And whether that's usually if you go searching for them, it's tending that you're not going to find them. You kind of just need to let it happen. And I know that's kind of like shitty, but like that's how it is. But your ex is not the only person in the world. They're not. They're not the only fucking person in the world that's gonna love you and treat you well, and whether they did treat you well or not, I don't fucking know, but they're not the only person. They're not. There's always gonna be someone else out there in the universe for you. Always. Always. Whether it's a temporary relationship or whether you guys go far and have babies and get married and live happily ever after. That gives you so much sense of ease, because you're like, this person wasn't right for me, but I know eventually I am going to find the right person, and I am going to settle down with them and have kids and get married and live happily ever after. So, believe in that. I need to remind myself of that sometimes. A lot of these things I need to be like telling myself, and that's kind of also why I'm doing this. If I'm being completely honest, is because I'm low-key talking to myself right now, and I'm low-key telling myself these things. And this also ties into that topic. What you want is not in the past. What you want is not in the past. Okay, it's gone for a reason. It left. It left. Now you need to not look back into that. You need to let yourself move on. Let yourself move on. Do whatever the fuck makes you happy. And if this decides to come back to you into the future, see how it is. See how it is. But do not take yourself back into the past for that shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need to move on into the future, not look back into the past, because that's not what you want. That's not for you. It left you for a fucking reason. It left. Don't let it back. Okay? But if they come crawling back, right, and things are good, things are healthy, and you're okay, you're healthy, maybe it can be whole again. But just know what you want is not in the past. Leave the past in the past, okay? Don't go trembling about it, okay? It already happened, one and done, like, bye. Live with that. Live with that. And you'll be fine. I promise, because that's what I do. No, it's not. That's not what I do. Now we're into the last topic of conversation. This is the last bit, guys, I promise, I swear. I know I'm talking a lot, but this is the last. Why do I feel like I'm talking to a fucking class right now? This also kind of ties into that topic of conversation, but I believe that rejection is redirection. Now let me explain that to you, because it can be a little bit confusing for some people. I believe that rejection is redirection, and by that I mean you get rejected by someone, and that should already be assigned to you. This person's not my person. They're maybe not for me. They don't want me. Now you should let that redirect you into a path that doesn't include them. Doesn't include them, because they've already expressed to you that they don't want you, right? And this also ties back to the don't let them tell you twice that they don't want you, okay? But with the redirection, this means that, again, you need to be okay with being with yourself first. That is number one. Number one, you need to be okay with being with yourself. Okay. Number two, you need to treat yourself the way that you wish that person treated you, right? Buy yourself flowers, take yourself out for dinner, take your whatever, okay? And number three is you need to, this one is really important. You need to know what you deserve. And by that, I mean, you need to think like, how did I want this person to treat me? What did I want them to do, right? And you need to carry that with you into your next relationship. And you need to know if this person is not treating you the way that you wanted that person to treat you immediately, they're not it. They're not it. They could look like this diamond in a fucking rock or whatever. Like, they could look beautiful. But if they're not treating you the way that you wanted to be treated by that old person, I'm sorry, but leave, because it's just going to end up in the same situation and you're going to feel the exact same and it's going to be a cycle, and we do not want that. So let the I'm talking too much, I'm losing my train of thought. Let the rejection redirect you into a healthier pathway so that you know in the future what you deserve, that you're gonna be okay, etc., etc. Okay? Alright, well, I think that's pretty much that. I mean, that's kind of me like dipping my toes into the water with breakups. There's so much more that I could cover, but I'm not gonna make you guys listen to all of that in one podcast because I'm not evil. But I hope that you guys did actually maybe get something from this. Maybe it's helped you, maybe it's redirected you into a new mindset that you're gonna carry on. And I also just wanted to let you guys know that you will be okay. If you're struggling with a breakup right now, you will be okay. I promise you. You may not seem like it right now, but I swear to you, you are going to be fine. It's not the end of the world, okay? Alright, well, that's it for me because I'm talking way too much that I'm annoying myself. Yes, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. So yeah, I hope to see you guys maybe in my next video, whatever that may be. Okay, I love you guys.